Well, October came and went, as it does, as every month does. It whizzed by, progress on all sorts of fronts, but as you can see, not on the large head. This has remained fairly static. We've been doing stuff in the gallery, fixing walls, rising damp, things like that. You can kind of see where the sealant meets the paint. And eventually, when all that's finished, I'm going to use the workers to help reposition the head so I can tackle the bits that remain that need to be done. But the large head study may have been in a state of rest, but I haven't been. I've been doing all sorts of bits and bobs. Had a very successful exhibition that featured primarily fish, like this little one, and birds, like this hummingbird over here. And other things have happened too. Rather sadly, my little dog died, so I made a homage. That's not a bad likeness. The eyes are the most critical part, and I did it while she had her head in my lap in her last couple of hours with us. So that was quite sad, but successful, I guess. The frame that the head's on sort of is a representation of our security gate, where she used to stick her little head through while she was waiting for her lunch, expectantly. So that's our memory. And with all the fishes and dwelling on the sad business of death, I finally got around to starting some sort of work towards another of my long-term projects, which is this shark. This is a shark study. I've done the head and jaws. There's a couple of pectoral fins, dorsal fin. Working on trying to find out how to engineer something on this large scale. I know this is probably impossible to see. Let's see if that's a bit better. There you go. You can see the jaws and the teeth. And of course, this is part of a long-term project, yet another reinterpretation of famous art, and needless to say, a large shark, the piece in question, is Damien Hirst's Shark in a Tank. The impossibility of death in the mind of someone living. And that seemed quite appropriate, really. I started thinking about it while I looked at little Sid on my lap in a final couple of hours, and the possibility of death was very easy to imagine. And it was very, dare I say it, very physical, very visual. There was nothing philosophical about it. I could see the sort of eyes glazing over, and I could feel the body stiffening. And actually, that shark in a tank, I don't know how aware sharks are of their inner state. They may not be aware in the way that we have this conscious self-reflection, but I have no doubt that that tiger shark, when it was battling with the fishermen before being reeled in, went through the same sorts of struggles that my little dog went through, frankly, as it fought against the dying of the light. I'm not going to try and remember the poem, but you know the one I mean, Rage, Rage. Well, I bet that shark raged. Indeed it did. And having swum with sharks, well, the possibility of death was very much in the mind of me while I was alive beneath the ocean waves, looking at in that case, 2-meter killing machine. Okay, not a 4.3-meter tiger shark, like the one in Hirst's exhibition. Piece, I don't know what one would call it. It's a work of art, isn't it? Or is it? Well, that's another story, and I'm not going to get into it in this short video. But I am starting to study the sharks, and eventually this shark, I suppose, will be a couple of meters, but eventually I will do, just like David will finally materialize in the gallery, so will the shark in the tank. So that's what I've been busy with, folks. It's been an interesting month full of ups and downs. I guess they always are, and the balance of up and down may shift, but that is the ebb and flow of life, my friends. I trust your life has been going well, that you are happy, it's filled with joy, that the downsides have been suitably small, and if they haven't, that you've been able to ride them with a fair measure of philosophical equanimity. So that's it for this week. I apologize that this has been a tricky to visualize piece of art, but well, progress is on its way on that front. These sheets of curtains of white material will eventually make it so much easier to see. But that's something for the next video or two down the line. So from a sunny Brazil, sort of starting to say goodbye and then just rambled on. Well, that's what I do, folks. From a sunny Brazil, ciao.